your real baby daddy. Ho, did you have him off? That's all I needed was a threat, bitch. I ain't Calissa, ho.
Now, like I said, we like to play detective on here because I like to expose the industry. So, believe it or not, I'm starting to feel like she didn't really call. Now, the reason why is because I have really, really good memory, right? I have amazing memory and I have really good recall. Like I said, guys, you know, I don't like to talk about myself. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. For those of you who don't know, I do music. So I can hear really well, like really well. And I got big ass ears. So follow me. So it's interesting. The voice from this part one sounds exactly like the voice from the video I posted. And I'm going to show you the video, but hold up. Watch this.
Oh, stop playing on my phone, bitch. Bitch, you know me, you got my number, ho, but we gonna talk about Ronnie, ho, your real baby daddy. Ho, did you have him off? That's all I...
Damn, we exposing the industry. Watch this shit. Watch this shit. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I might have to go to my YouTube. Now listen, watch this.
We don't know you. You're funny.
So this the video I'm talking about right here. So this the video I'm talking about right here. Listen, guys. Listen to the words. So this video is not when she called. This is an old video. This is from like a couple days ago. Here we go.
Don't know you. You're a funny lady, but we don't know you, bro. In real life, and even if you was my aunt, my just call me like you really love me, bro. You don't know.
Now watch this. Now watch this. Damn, I'm exposing shit. Oh, hey, y'all, look, like I said, I'm mentally coherent, bro. If they ever disappear me, bro, just remember I exposed the industry, ninja. Here we go.
Oh, stop playing on my phone, bitch. Bitch, you know me, you got my number, ho, but we gonna talk about Ronnie, ho, your real baby daddy.
Hey, bro, hey, bro, if you know people in the industry, bro, don't tell them about this show, bro, because they gonna be mad because I'm exposing the industry, because, you know, it's all about the story. It's all about the story that sells. So y'all let me know, do that sound like the same thing? Do that sound like the same thing?
Hey, ho, did you have him off? That's all I needed was a threat, bitch. I ain't Calissa, ho. I flatline your bitch ass, pussy ass, ho. Bitch, I got sure your motherfucking age, ho. If you ever in life think you could raise your hand up at me, bitch.
Like I said, we're gonna go look again. And I'm gonna show y'all where this started. Hold on. That's the video though where it started, but let me show y'all.
We don't know you. You're a funny lady, but we don't know you, bro. In real life, and even if you was my aunt, my just call me like me, bro. You don't know what's really going on for real and what's really going on for real. All you gotta do is, man, encourage the next mother, pray for the next mother, be there for the next mother. Passing judgment, trying to be funny. Like, all
right, so boom, boom, boom. Like I said, so that's the video. Like I said, it sounds exactly like the same video. So now when we go back to Instagram, and Chrisean Rock says that Tia Kemp faked it, the question that I always have, excuse me, in my head, right? My question is always, because I could see behind the veil. I put the magic glasses on. I always could see behind the veil. My question is, did y'all plan it together? That's always my question, because I'm like, bro, if y'all plan it together, you feel me? I gotta applaud it. Right? But even then, if they didn't plan it together, that's what also keeps the story going, because it's unexpected. So because it's unexpected, the next person comes out and say, I don't know how this happened and shit. And it's a back and forth thing, which keeps creating the story. So that's still fire too. I respect it in terms of artistry, artistry behind it. But yeah, like I said, so this is where Chrisean came out and said that she faked the call. So now, do y'all believe that she faked the call? Here we go.
What's real weird about all of this stuff? That's how somebody's faking a phone call with me.
Tell us what you think. Tell us what you think.
On the phone. That's crazy for content.
And like I said, I mean, we just seen it. It looked like the call was fake. I ain't gonna lie to you, bruh. Ninja, that is loony, bruh. What are we talking about? That is some Looney Tunes shit, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's scary crazy. That's uncomfortable crazy.
I would never call that lady in real life.
That is uncomfortable.
I don't know her. So if she gotta use me for content,
use her for the content, but damn, so she got on the phone with a video. Yo, Miss Tia, I see why Rick Ross was going crazy, man. That kitty must have been fire. Yo. Cause you know what they say about crazy ladies. Shout out to the crazy women's. Hey, man.
Hello.
I've been with some crazy girls. I've been with some girls that came out the penitentiary. Yo, them girls was loony, bro. Loony. Like on some shit like this, bro.
I run it up. But that is not me on the phone. I put that on everything I love.
So damn, at first I was like, yo, don't bring God into this. Don't bring God into this. I don't know how to feel. So like I said, I know I shot the shit out of all of y'all with that one. But let me bring you back to what happened. Let me bring you up to speed. So this what first happened. Hold on. We gotta go back in time because this like a week ago. So even that video from like a week ago. And I mean, you know, it's cool to feel a way about it, but like I said, to pretend to be on the phone, yeah, that's some Looney Tunes shit, my ninja. That is some Looney Tunes shit. And I don't mean to use profanity or whatever the case may have you, but that's wild, bro. That's uncomfortable, bro. That's uncomfortable, bro. That's like when you go to the laundromat, you go to the laundry and you put your clothes in the laundry, bro, and then a ninja take your clothes out the laundry without you knowing it and put it on top of the machine. You sitting there like,
but what the hell, bro?
You sitting there like, yo, what's going on, bro? All right, let me see if I can go back. If I can't go back, I'm going to go type it in. Let me see. Blueface, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go type it in. Hold on. Tells folks to stop using her name for clout. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I might have to go type it in. Hold on, let me go back to TikTok. I got to show y'all where the beef started at because she was trying to tell her, when she said she's scared to hear the truth, she was trying to tell her, like, watch the baby and you like stay off of social media and shit because, you know, the people, like your fans are your fans, but there are people who don't like you and then the fans who like you still want you to do better. You know, she was trying to say it in a positive way. Of course, you know, Miss Tia Kemp is a bit older. So, you know, older people have less of a filter because they've been through life. So, you know, they kind of, you know, they be like, fuck it. So they say whatever they feel and they feel what they say. So, yeah, she ain't like what she said. And then she turned up on her. So this is part of it. But it's not the whole thing. This afterwards, after Chrisean checked her. So this is what she said.
Y'all can't see me.
Carissa and Tokyo
They can't
Tony all sat there and, you know, feel like they the aunties or something.
I like Tokyo though.
We love Tokyo DMV.
I like Tokyo.
She dissed me too, huh?
No.
I like Tokyo. She a little bit extreme though, but I like her skin tone. Sorry, I just had to put that out there. Here it is. So this the video right here.
My problem with Chrisean be the way that she so effortlessly gets on the internet and critiques everybody's life.
All right, baby, you pretty, but it wasn't you.
Like you're lacking,
you see,
and it's sad.
You fuck.
This is the face that's the lower.
My bad, y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it back up. I clicked the wrong one. Hold up. That's part 2, right here.
My problem with
What
Chrisean be. My problem with Chrisean be the.
Yeah, they trying to stop this stream. It's all good. It's so crazy. I'm clicking this one right here. This the one right here. It won't let me click it.
My problem with Chrisean.
All right, so let me see if I click you.
My ass next, I guess.
What the fudge nuts? All right, we're gonna click this one. Yeah, you gotta just learn in real time. Y'all seen how I just did that? If you ain't seen what I just did, I just learned in real time. That's the beauty of being human, man. You can learn fast. Let's get it.
I ain't know this girl baby wasn't walking.
So this is what she said. So this is where Chrisean took offense. So Tia Kemp told Chrisean Rock to help her to get her baby some help. Here we go.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this nicely. Chrisean need to go sit down somewhere, and she need to get this baby some help. She need to get herself some help. She need to stop engaging with all this internet shit and beef and all this shit and keep back.
Oh, also, put a 1 in the chat if you think she was being respectful and put a 2 in the chat if you think she was being disrespectful. Let's get it.
Boy, with that boy lying and playing on y'all mind, because she ain't never played on mine. I don't pay her no attention. I already know she fucked up in the head. But it's making me mad that this baby can't get down and walk. And I'm looking at him right here. It's clear that things are wrong with him. So why she ain't taking this baby, you know,
I don't get this, but we don't know what she doing behind closed doors. We don't.
And that's why I tell y'all, like I said, so even with the video, and I just exposed it to you guys, that she might have faked the call. That's what I'm saying, where, so even with Junior, we seen all the paraphernalia she was dealing with when she was pregnant or whatever. But like, I'm like, bro, if Miss Tia Kemp could turn around and fake a call, who's to say that this woman can turn around and fake that there's something wrong with her baby? I know I sound like a conspiracy theorist. It's like, think about it. It's like, how could she fool the world? How could she fool the world? I mean, what if it was planned? What if it was calculated? And I'm just begging the question, as I always do. But let's continue.
And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think she doing that. I just don't think so. Cause she like to document every fucking thing. She'd have been documented that. That shit don't make no fucking sense.
Exactly. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. If there's something wrong with the baby, if there's something actually wrong with the baby, why is child services not involved when child services has the same social media as everybody else? Why has nobody made a call? As the people in books say, curious.
Ass off the internet whining about a nigga and trashing they fucking house and go get your own shit if you getting paid money from Snapchat and everywhere else.
Look, and then another thing, I hate to keep stopping her, but it's just a lot of questions that I'm asking. Like, even with the house, like the video came out with the house, but then she was on Twitch. So when she was on Twitch, bro, like the room she was in, now, like I said, you could have one clean room and the rest of the house be dirty, you know? But I'm like, bro, the room that she's in looked just so nice. It was just like, bro, what are the odds, bro? What are the odds? And I'm always like, coincidences can't happen. Secondly, I'm like, bro, what if they just threw shit everywhere and then, you know, I'm saying like, is nobody else in the house? So she did that in a day, 2 days. I'm like, bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know, dog. I don't want to ruin it for everybody, but damn, here we go.
Or whatever the fuck. Cause I'll be damn if I keep running back to a nigga shit that's gonna keep throwing me the fuck out. Bitch, that shit get played out.
Word.
What the fuck? Oh, hell no. It become a time and a point where you gotta say, fuck them niggas. Honey, your child should be first.
Word.
You get what I'm saying? You only got one. Don't have no fucking more, please. Anyway.
Yeah, so she ain't like that last part what she say right there, about not having no more kids. But look, always remember, remember, you know, Chrisean said we could use her name for clout. So if y'all see me on that, hey, bro, she said I could do it. I'm gonna say you said to. You said to. So this is Junior right here.
God sees in you what you don't see in yourself.
Hold on, bro.
And that's
I forgot they messed it up. Let me see. So does this baby look disabled? No disrespect, and I hate to put kids on the internet because there's weirdos out here in these streets. If y'all can't look, it's okay, but to the people who can look, let me make this bigger. Now, this baby doesn't look disabled to me. I don't know if he's walking or not, but this baby looks like a baby. I don't know. I don't got kids. I gotta tell me, bro. I ain't got no kids. You feel me? Now this baby's starting to look real normal to me, bro. I don't know. He looked perfectly fine, bro. That's where I say the internet is dangerous, people, because the internet, I said this in the song, I said, damn, media is social deadly. The media can make you think one thing and it can be a completely different thing. And I'm not caping for Chrisean, by the way. I'm not taking up for none of these people. I don't know none of these people in real life. You feel what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, bro, the media is the unrestricted fourth branch of government. The media can paint a perception of somebody like that. The media can twist the perception of somebody like that. Let me run that video back. Like I said, if y'all could look, go look and let me know what y'all think. Look at this baby. This baby looks normal. And everybody think the baby disabled. Look at this shit. And they just going with the story because it make money. Look. Look at the normal baby. It's a normal baby. Now I could be wrong. I ain't got no kids, but I don't know. I don't know what to believe no more. I don't know. So this is her responding back. Here we go.
Stop playing on my phone, bitch.
Wait, hold on. Here we go.
Like I fucking said,
Nope,
horror.
not that one. This one.
But come on now, stop speaking on me. For real.
Damn, they always do that music shit, bro. All right, here we go.
Don't bring it online.
Nope. What the fuck? Here we go.
They take his ass and they talked about you and yours like a dog pussy hoe.
Hold on. These people, bro. I'm just trying to find it without the music.
I'm so motherfucking glad that.
Hold on, bro. This shit tweaking like a motherfucker.
I'm so motherfucking glad.
I can't stand these people, bro. Let me see.
No, she was a nobody. She just got her little prime together, so she thinks she can like talk her mess and sit where I sit at when you still ain't did nothing, still ain't on nothing, still ain't doing nothing. You live in an apartment. Like,
hold up, what's wrong with an apartment?
But what the hell, boy?
Ninja, I live in an apartment. Ninja, what's the problem? Fuck. It's chill. Y'all hear that? Silence. You hear the dog. I got the dog. You hear the dog sitting right there.
you worried about? Girl, I pay people bills. What does she do? She pay her little rent.
And I mean, she got to stop paying attention to comments because it had nothing to do with her. That was between you and Wendy. She felt like inserting herself, and now here we are again. But we've seen what it is face to face when y'all are in the same room. So I don't know why.
She's not like that. Then she try to make it seem like she's somebody pretty. Girl, go get your nose fixed before you get to popping it.
I don't know what to say to that. I find them both attractive. Maybe I got issues. I don't know. Here we go.
And people keep saying, humble yourself. I've been humbled. Already been humbled. No. Leave me alone. Please.
All right, let me see. I wish I could play the video I wanted to play. I don't even know where that video came from. That video came from somewhere. But the video I wanted to play. Let me see.
Fucking me.
Nope.
You see what Charles White said about you the other day?
Nope.
Fucking me.
Nope.
And 15. Oh,
nope.
Motherfucking number. Did Zeus get his hold my number? Cause see, I every bitch out over there. I need to know. Somebody got to tell me. Yeah, I'm mad now. I'm finna go the fuck off. Who the fuck gave this silly ass bitch my motherfucking number and this whole plan on my phone?
Yeah, so y'all mean to tell me this lady was saying all that? Yo, this lady.
You need to pee.
Yo, this lady is a loony, bruh. This lady is a loony. So she was talking to a video. Oh. This lady was a loony.
At 1 something in the motherfucking morning. Girl. Oh, you better go get you some rest and pat your baby to bed. I told that hoe she better go get home and cook her child a meal and get some rest and get out the streets. Cause bitch, I ain't the motherfucking one hoe.
Now, this is a different type of crazy, people. This is a crazy that I made this kind of crazy never find me. That's kind of scary. Let me go back to Instagram. Let me see. Where we at, Insta? Let me see. Just to be sure, because I don't want to tell you guys the wrong information. Then you go, oh yeah, Black Adam said. No, I did not, my ninja. No, I did not. Shout out to Juicy. Juicy said Miss Tia watches too much Chappelle show talking about playing on my phone. Ha ha. And keeping it real goes wrong. Yeah, man, that's crazy, bro. Just to be sure, we're gonna go play the video again just to make sure I'm not tripping, but it's the same video. It's an old video from like a week ago. And she was screaming on the phone to an old video from a week ago. That's scary. That's uncomfortable. Here we go.
I'm insurance on you, bitch, because I got insurance older than you, ho. Ho, you gonna respect me. I ain't Carlissa, bitch. Now I call my motherfucking phone again and wake me up, ho. I fly where the fuck you at, puss ass young ho. Musty bitch. Go take care of your motherfucking baby, ho.
We don't know you.
You do know me, ho. You on my line, ho. You woke me up out my sleep, pussy bitch. And ho, I got you recorded so you know. Since you done threatened me, ho, pull up like...
Yeah, I mean, it's the same video. It's the same video. Where is Live Bites? Let me see. There we go. Found it. All right, so I'm going to show y'all the video, bro. Hold up. Let me scroll back. Let me show y'all the video. Let me show y'all the video. 1 second. I'm going to show y'all the video so y'all can understand. And they just all going with the story. Damn, the industry, boy. Shout out to the industry. Y'all just need to let me in the industry and stop playing, bro. All right, we're going to run it back. Hold on. Let me see if they got it. Let me see if they got it. Let me see if they got it. Hold on. I know they got it, but I got to go find it because a lot of shit happens. There's too many things going on. So they posting, they trying to keep up with everything. Trying to find the one where she said we don't know you. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Shout out to Juicy. See, I know I wasn't tripping. Juicy said, you're right. It's the same clip. I peeped it too. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Trying to tell y'all. So this lady, I can't find the clip, but this lady literally went on live. Yo, that is some Looney Tune shit right there. That is some Looney Tune shit right there. Okay? Hold on. Let me see. I wanted to show y'all what Carlissa said in one instance. Oh, here it is. This the clip, people. I found it.
You already did this before, auntie. And you nobody fucking aunt. We don't know you, bitch.
We found a clip, people.
You need to leave.
Woo! Boy, they playing a game on the whole world, boy. There's some crazy shit. Here we go.
You're a funny ass lady, but we don't know you, bro. In real life, we don't know you, bro. You feel me? And even if you was my aunt, my nigga, just call me like you really love me, bro. You don't know what's really going on for real and what's really, really going on for real. Like, I don't know what's really going on with your kid, bro. But you would want us to pray for him, right? When he got stabbed the fuck up. I pass judgment. Oh, he outside. He banging. He this. He in the streets. Man, go.
Yeah, gentlemen, don't bang. Don't be in the streets. There's ninjas out here with weapons. Ninja, I'm a square. I'm telling you, I got weapons on me. I keep that thing on me just in case. Because people are crazy. I'm not even like that. But people are crazy and you got to defend yourself out here in these streets. Now, I wouldn't say do as I do. And I'm not telling you to go hurt people. I'm saying defend yourself and put yourself first. Because if you don't put yourself first, nobody will put you first. Ladies, I suggest you have the same sentiment. Let's continue.
Get your son off the streets, my nigga. Fuck he get stabbed for, bro. Yeah, I said it, bitch. Fuck out of here. You already
In they fucking house and go get you.
I be ignoring every time you try to speak up against me or about my kid. The last time you spoke up against me, it was like, yeah, show us something. Show him holding a Bible.
Bro, I just gotta say this, bro. Bro, do we understand that Tia was having a conversation by herself? Is nobody tripping about that?
You need to leave.
She was having a conversation by herself, screaming by herself to herself.
What the hell? Oh my God.
Yeah, that's some, I would leave people like that alone. Stay away from people like that, bro.
Bottle up or something. And then shortly after, your son gets stabbed the fuck up. It doesn't feel good, does it?
No, do not.
Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. If you got a kid, right? Okay. Don't stop passing judgment. I love you down. You funny. But come on now, stop speaking on me. For real.
Your own shit. If you getting paid money from Snapchat and everywhere else, or whatever the fuck, because I be damned if I keep running back to a nigga shit that's gonna keep throwing me the fuck out. Bitch, that shit get played out. Not the fuck? Oh, hell no. It become a time and a point where you gotta say, fuck them niggas. Honey, your child should be first. You get what I'm saying?
All right. So let me move up. Fast forward. Where was Clarissa? Clarissa had this to say.
Y'all get on here talking about she a new mom, help her. People can't help her because no matter how they say it, they can't say it how they want to say it, or damn them to hell, and that's why their kid got stabbed up. So
and this where I'm saying where it's like, so you see how she said that right there? When she said that, she was insinuating what she said in response to Tia. So this is where it's like, are y'all playing a game here and acting like something's going on when something's not actually going on? So are y'all like working together? Because like I said, when Tia came out and said what she said, Carlissa came out and said, why did you put me in this? And like, it's like, okay, so you guys are playing this game to be relevant. Okay, cool. I respect it. You know, you got to get the money. But that's where I'm like, is everybody in on it? Or are they not in on, like, I think Tia and Carlissa are in on it, but I'm like, is Chrisean in on it or she's not in on it? Does she know or does she not know? That's where I'm confused. And I'm not saying like, oh, I'm finna go tell her what's going on. I don't give a damn, my ninja. I'm just saying like, damn, so they playing the internet game so meticulously. You have to admire how smart that is. Cause you know, you wouldn't expect that the way these ninjas be acting. They be acting like ninjas. Shout out to Jessie. She said she could have made a PSA and she didn't have to pretend someone called her. I think Tia sees herself in Chris and that's why she's trying to correct her. And Miss Carlissa is dead right. Chris act wild. Facts. You right. But like I said, I'm just thinking like, are they doing it for the gram? I think they talking to each other like outside of social media and they kind of doing it for the gram. But yeah, when Tia did that shit, yeah, Tia, you loony. You batshit crazy, bro. I'm here to tell you. You batshit crazy. You are batshit crazy to sit there and you had to get drunk. You had to get drunk and smoke a little something to go sit there and look in the mirror and start screaming to yourself to a conversation. Cause you had to get yourself riled up. There's no way. Cause that shit sounded real. That's some good acting right there. One time for Tia Kemp. That's some good acting. That is some good acting. What else I was finna say? Yeah, and Carlissa's right, but like I said, this right here is where when I play this video, cause she's saying that she said that in response to the other video of Tia saying what she said after Chrisean came and said what she said, or Chris, my bad, before they try and mess up the stream again. Here we go.
y'all get on here talking about she a new mom, help her. People can't help her because no matter how they say it, they can't say it how they want to say it, or damn them to hell, and that's why their kid got stabbed up. So,
like I said, that remark right there, that remark was in regards to what she said about, you know, the video I just played with Chris. She was saying, oh, you know, that's why your kid got stabbed up trying to bang and shit. But like I said, are they in on it? And then even more, my bigger question, right? My bigger question is, because, you know, Blueface is coming home. Is Blueface in on it? And is that the plan for when this ninja come out? So that way, you know, they have a whole story of how this shit finna work. Hey, man, I might have to go put together a fake family and go take over the internet because I'm starting to peep gaming. It's crazy. Let's continue.
You guys, you rock tards, keep helping her. You're doing a great fucking job, by the way. We've been.
Oh, that's their fan base. They call them rock tards.
Someone just quoted Candace Owens.
They call them rock tards. Hold on.
Y'all get on here talking about she a new mom, help her. People can't help her because no matter how they say it, they can't say it how they want to say it, or damn them to hell, and that's why their kid got stabbed up. So you guys, you rock tards, keep helping her. You're doing. And
I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. Carlissa fine. Well, no disrespect to Blueface, but Carlissa fine too, bro. If she was younger, yeah, she would have been mine, bro. She would have been mine. She would have been mine. That's on the gang, bro. Here we go.
A great fucking job, by the way. We've been watching you for the last 2 years. Pass out the best information that you can find. Smoke while you're pregnant, drink while you're pregnant, lift weights while you're pregnant. Don't listen to your son's mother, your baby daddy's mom. Don't listen to your elders. Disrespect everybody. Beat everybody's ass when you don't like their approach. Oh, get on here talking about she a new mom. I hope she beat your ass. That's why she beat your ass. She gonna beat your ass when she see you. You guys are doing a great fucking job. So I just wanted to get on here and let you know that you guys have led her into a great position and keep up the good work.
Boy, they playing a game on the internet, boy. Yo. I gotta put this needs to be studied. I'm gonna put that shit on paper and see how I can work it to my favor. Let me see what else. Hold up. Where we at? Here we go.
And then pulled up to kick, locked.
Oh no, not this one. That's when she got the deal. We discussed that on a different stream as well. Do they have when she called? Oh yeah. Here's
What's up, pussy hoe? Who this? Who this playing on my motherfucking phone? Who is this? That's that whole Chrisean playing on my phone. I'm finna cuss this little slow bitch out. I don't gay this.
Shout out to Boo. Boo said the rock tars will attack anybody with logical opinions and call you a hater. Facts. Shout out to Juicy. She said the thing about Chris is she's a sucker puncher and that's why she wins. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah. So like I said, I think that's probably why we didn't see Tia's face when she was spazzing or whatever, because she was probably finna sit there and start laughing in everybody's face, bro. She was probably finna sit there and start laughing at everybody's face, bro.
Y'all heard the hoe. This hoe done got my number and she texting my phone. No, pick up the phone, bitch. We want to talk about Ronnie, not hoe. We gonna talk about Ronnie. I told that hoe.
Nah, but the scary part is if they really did that ninja in, because if they did that ninja in, ninja. Shout out to Miss Smith. She says CPS cannot make a case against Chris because Chris is a high-level CI informant, and this is why CPS can't get involved. But it's something really going on with her son. All right, I hear you. And to those of y'all who don't believe that Chris is an informant, I don't know what to believe. Cause like I said, we've pulled up video footage of her being like not an industry plant, but like people don't know. Like they say supposedly, word on the internet streets. I didn't say this. This is for entertainment purposes only, and that's to protect myself. They was like the dad that we seen, like the dark skinned ninja, the dad that we seen. So in the video said that that's not her dad. And her dad is actually a white man that's a lawyer. And I was like, what?
You need to leave.
And word on the street is he got a lot of power and shit. And he was dealing with her mom. So the mom is her mom. Shout out to Jessie. She said, yeah, I heard recently that she's an informant. She used to be a singer baby for white men. I don't know about the singer baby part, but yeah. So that's why they say she a plant and shit, because they created the story around her. And when they created the story, it's because it helped. Shout out to Miss Smith. She said Chris is being protected by her godfather, Sean Malone. That is a judge. Yes, that's who I'm referring to. So you see how you said godfather in the thing, they were saying that's her actual dad. So Miss Smith said Shabora. I'm gonna call you Shabora. I hope I pronounced it properly. I didn't want to mispronounce it, but Shabora said Chris is being protected by her godfather, Sean Malone, that is a judge, and his wife, Lisa Malone, that's her lawyer. Junior is not normal. He really needs some help. Oh, shit. Jesse meant sugar baby for white men.
What the hell?
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. No way.
Yeah, crazy shit, people.
What's up, pussy hoe? I got that hoe name saved under slow hoe. I just told that hoe to go read some books, y'all. Look, let me show you what I'm for this. Look.
Now, what if Miss Tia was texting herself, bro?
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Now, excuse me. I thought I was a Looney Tune. These people are insane. These people are crazy.
Look. I just told that hoe go read some books, bitch.
What if she was texting herself, people? Oh my God. Different level of loony. Different level of delusion.
Fuck, these hoes done got my number, dogs. Look, keep my name and my kid out your mouth. Don't come to L.A. I say, bitch, I go where the fuck I want to, ho. You a gangster? Oh, ho, tell me now what you gonna do, ho. Ho, I'm on that. Yeah, I didn't like you when I see you. I'm gonna beat your ass. Oh, she threatening me now. Okay, that's all I needed. That's all I needed. Who this? Who this playing on my motherfucking phone? Who is this?
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I don't know what to believe. All I know is I think they capping, bro. I think they capping. I'm just trying to figure out who's in on it and who's not in on it, because they making it seem like I'm trying to figure out if all three of them are in on it. I want to know if Blueface is in on it. I think Jaden not a part of it, because Jaden probably said F it, and that's when she tried to squash the beef with Jaden. I don't know if y'all remember that. And Jaden was like, nah, I don't fuck with you or whatever. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out, who's in on it, who's not in on it. I'm trying to find a video. I can't even find a video I'm looking for. Yeah, that's wild. But yeah. Let me see if I find that conspiracy video I was telling y'all about. So this video actually is a video of Ronnie, and rest in peace to Ronnie. And he was saying this in an interview. And next thing you know, that ninja, next thing you know, that ninja was donezo. And that's why I'm like, bro, yo, why they offing ninjas like that? Is it that deep? Ninjas not supposed to know? Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Ronnie, let me see. Chrisean Rock, blah, blah. Let me see. My bad, y'all. All right, let me see. Hold on. 1 second, y'all. I want to find y'all the video. Is this it?
Chrisean Rock's ex, Ronnie Doe.
No.
I need people to stop telling me I'm clout chasing. I need people to stop making me feel less of a man for trying to establish paternity. Ain't no brakes. It's all gas, no brakes.
Shout out to Boo. Boo said they try to say Tia pretended to have a phone call, but I don't get why would she leak her own number, and why would she need clout from Chrisean specifically? I don't know, child. I'm here to tell y'all, bro. I don't know how many people are in the chat right now. I can't see that, and that's by choice. But just take a look at how many people are in the chat, right? If you go look at if you look at my streams with the most numbers, for some reason, it's Chrisean Rock. Chrisean Rock is trending on the internet. Why? I don't know. Not big trending, not like Kanye West trending, but for some odd reason, when you say her name, you have visibility. So I don't know who's pulling the strings, but yes, we already shout out to Boo. We kind of debunked it already. She faked the call. Cause we looked up I had the old video. I posted the old video. So the beginning of the old video, if you go to my shorts or if you go to my YouTube, one of my live streams, I discussed the video. That same video starts the same way the call started, and that's how we kind of put that together. But here we go.
Brakes. Until I see the paper saying that you are or you are not the father, I'm not going to chill. People are sitting here making it seem like it's okay for the way that this girl is treating Junior. This girl dead wrong. She's not addressing this kid's health. She's not taking it serious. This girl had this baby.
I appreciate you, Boo. Boo said, okay, that makes sense. I would definitely watch more of your videos and I will subscribe. Shout out to you, Boo. I appreciate you. And shout out to everybody that subscribed to my channel. I like to show y'all shit in the industry because this the build up. For those of you who don't know, first off, let me drop 100 and let me drop some hearts. I appreciate y'all that follow me. For those of y'all who don't know, I make music, so I'm gonna be playing this game too. I'm just learning the ins and outs of the game. You guys are watching, the groundwork. In the future, Y'all gonna see me popping shit on here too. Now, don't say that I changed. Don't say that I changed. Always remember, I consider myself not a double agent because I work for myself. I'm saying, like, I say this in a song. I said this in a song. I feel like I'm laying covert in the danger zone. So, like, I know what's going on. You know, I got to kind of portray on social media like I'm a dumb ninja that, you know, has no self-control of his pee-pee. You know, he want to sleep with every woman, shit like that. You know, I got to kind of portray that because that's what they want to see. Past that, I got my own ulterior motives. So I appreciate everybody watching my shit. You feel what I'm saying? Also, the reason why I could say this now is because I'm not blown up yet to where people are actually watching. So I could say this to you guys because you guys are like the initial supporters. You guys are going to be my OG supporters. In the future, you'll never hear me say this publicly. I'm going to play stupid like I don't know what's going on, like a dancing monkey. But let's continue.
With the intention of keeping the nigga. The baby ain't going to keep the nigga. The money is going what's keeping the nigga. Don't let that go over your head.
Word.
And I'm not going to lay down and be the man that be like, oh, I'm not on the birth certificate. Kids expensive. It ain't my problem. No. Because Junior is suffering. I need people to...
Excuse me. Because Junior is suffering. Yeah, man. Say, man, I hope I never get into that situation where I have a kid with a woman and she give it to another ninja. Because, boy, I ain't that strong. Here we go. This is Chrisean addressing the rumor of Ronnie being the baby father.
And y'all keep saying Ronnie this, Ronnie that. I'm going to be honest. If Ronnie was the baby dad, first of all, he wouldn't have did none of that for the clout. He only did that because it wasn't his baby. For real. Ronnie was trolling me because he wanted some money. But if say if this was Ronnie baby, right? His family, nobody would be playing none of that. It would be none of that. His wouldn't have been none of that. It would have been none of that. That's the crazy thing. That was the right family to have the baby with. His family would have loved my son like he's supposed to have been loved on everything. So stop making it seem like, oh, I wanted the blue. It's just me and Ronnie was never sexually active. We ain't been sexually active.
What?
But what the hell, boy?
Yeah. Ain't no way, baby. Ain't no way. She said it was never sexually active. I don't believe that, bro.
This is college. So when he started doing the clout stuff, it was just, you know, a lot of people in his...
It's just like, bro, like if they wasn't sexually active, bro, why you ain't go get that DNA test? And we also heard another conspiracy on the internet street. Shout out to all our supporters. One of our Eves told us that they faked the DNA test on a show or something, like they had switched it out or some shit because they didn't want to do nothing. I don't know, bro. Like I said, bro, some of these girls, I don't know. Shout out to y'all ladies. Shout out to Jesse, or I'm gonna call you Juicy. I don't want people to know your government because, you know, people out here weird on the internet. But Juicy said the link I posted is a T page saying Chrisean, no, whoop, whoop. Miss Rock used to be an escort. Ninja.
You need to leave.
Wow. But it would make sense how they got the bag. I'm like, bro, you know, I be doing, like I said, guys, I've tried to make it into the industry. It's like, bro, where do these ninjas get this money? And like I said, the game is sold and not told, so I can't say too much. But like I'm saying, like, for example, I pay my bills. You know, I got my own shit. Bro, it's not easy. Like I said, I make beats. I make my own music now. I have a studio at the crib. But this shit took time. Like, even with a job, bro. Even with consistent income, bro, it's hard. Like, where do you get the money? If you don't have a sponsor, it's goddamn no way. And like, when y'all really understand the industry, bro, you have to pay for everything. Beats, studio time, music video. If you don't got supporters, bro, how, bro? How? You have to have scammer money. There's no way. There is no way to consistently put out high quality shit. Where's the money coming from? Why you still got to pay bills and then they got tens of thousands of dollars of bills? I'm like, bro, somebody own you, bro. I hate to say it like that, but it's just no way.
You need to leave.
Unless niggas fuck with you like that. Excuse my French, but let's continue.
His ear and stuff, like, whatever. And I ain't want to bring him up, but y'all keep saying this, like, on my live, like, if that nigga was the dad, bro, which he's not, I would not be going through none of this controversy, weird stuff about My son, for real. No, Blue and his mom are tag teaming together, and they don't know what's coming after them due to what they think they're doing. Do that make sense? Like, They think they're getting away with just being straight evil, manipulators, and liars on the internet. I'm just saying, y'all keep saying this and this and that. Like, that would have been the perfect father to be, for real, because y'all keep trying to play it like, I want, like, me and Karan, we only started beefing when he saw how.
Shout out to Juicy. Juicy said DMX told on the industry, it's not a place I want to be for real. And shout out to Boo. Boo said, I thought she said she was scared of Ronnie. Yeah, bro, the industry full of snakes. I ain't learned that till I learned that. And I told you guys. So me personally, I turned down a music deal. I posted if y'all need to see it. It's not a big deal. It was a 360 deal. You know, the whole works. No money involved. They just was gonna give me the career. And my other instant with the industry, I turned the deal down because I wanted money. At that time, I was young. I wanted money. I should have took the deal. It probably would have propelled my career forward. They would have been eating off of me. They wanted I think they wanted 30% of royalties for life, and then I was supposed to take 70. I felt like that was too much. And really, it wasn't me. It was my dad. My dad told me don't take the deal. Besides the point, fast forward, yeah, once you understand certain shit, you understand the industry is a certain thing, because it's about control. And the best example I could use, like recently, Timberland, shout out to Timberland, right? So recently, Timberland signed an AI artist, and he was getting heat for it because he asked a whole bunch of artists to submit their music, and then he took the music and put it into the AI model to create the artist to make an unstoppable artist. And yeah, so shout out to Juicy. I'm gonna explain the 360 deal. Hold up. So yeah, so that's the whole thing. It's about control now, because all these things are coming into place where you can make your own money. Like, it's different ways to make money, but it has to be controlled. And that's why I always tell you guys the game is like a pyramid. You can move up in the game, but nobody's bigger than the program. So if you come in as an independent artist and you become bigger than the program, that's when they kind of got to do you in, and they got to set something up. A perfect example, not to use Megan Thee Stallion, because you feel me, shout out to Megan Thee Stallion, and I'm close to H-Town, but it's like I said, the shit with Tory Lanez. So a lot of people don't know, right before Tory Lanez got caught up with Megan, Tory Lanez, what happened? Tory Lanez had just dropped the tape, right? And when he dropped the tape, he put the tape up as an NFT. Now, NFTs aren't big anymore, but back when it happened, NFTs was kind of popping off. So I'm sure y'all heard about the, I forgot what it was, but it was like the apes and shit like that, ape NFT and shit like that. So when Tory Lanez put out the NFT, and I've done my own research, so you spend money to make a song or an album NFT, it's like $14 to $40, right? So you can put it out. If it was to blow up, it's like, okay, yeah, now it's worth something, but it's not really worth anything. So when it comes to music, you know, they own a piece of that song, so they can go trade the song and sell the song and make money off of it. So everybody can make money off of it because they can buy it from your price. In this case, Tory Lanez's price was $1, but I could sell an NFT price of $10 to give you a piece of that. You can go sell it for 20, 30. You feel what I'm saying? And that creates the supply and demand thing. So when Tory Lanez did this, right? When Tory Lanez did this, he made $1 million in a couple seconds because he has a fan base of consistent listeners of at least 1 million people. Now he has more. He has like 17 million. But I'm saying because he did that, he made $1 million in a day without a label. Boom. After that, hold on. Let me see. Boom. After that, they try to do that ninja in. So look, let me tell you another one. Peep game. And now I'm not on Drake's side. Shout out to Drizzy. Right? So I'm not on Drake's side when it came to the whole Kendrick beef with Drake. But didn't y'all notice when the whole beef happened with Drake? Did y'all notice how the whole industry turned on Drake? Do y'all know why the whole industry turned on Drake? It was by design. It wasn't because Drake was acting this way and that way. It's because Drake, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I got to go do my research, but I don't want to, press the keyboard and all the sounds start popping off. But Drake was, I think, about to go independent. So Drake making like $100 million now as an artist. So if Drake doesn't sign, Drake can go make $100 million, if not $1 billion as an artist by himself without the label. So what was the best way to stop that from happening? They torpedoed his career. So peep game. Like I said, I'm exposing some major shit right now. Peep game. Isn't it so interesting? Because of course, you know, you're a famous artist, right? So, you know, women are going to be attracted to you. Isn't it interesting how out the blue, Drake became a PDF? Did y'all see that? Out the blue? Nobody find that suspicious? Isn't it interesting that the same song, and like I said, I fuck with Kendrick Lamar. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. They not like us, you feel me? But follow me. Isn't it interesting, right? Isn't it interesting that Drake turned down the Super Bowl and the same ninja that Drake's beefing with got the whole 9 yards and then got the Super Bowl on a diss song? And I don't even think you're supposed to do diss songs at the Super Bowl. You could do a song, but you're not supposed to come on, you know, you're not supposed to come on a stage of where 365 million people's watching and talk about a ninja being a pedophile. I mean, I can't say that. A PDF, my ninja. A PDF. My bad, YouTube. My bad. Yeah. So nobody found that interesting. And like I said, it's because once you become bigger than the program, they got to kind of eject you from the game. Because if they don't eject you from the game, you're going to mess up the whole dynamic of the game. Because if independent artists go see that Drake can do that by himself, why would I sign to a label if I can go make $100 million by myself? All I got to do is make the same level of music, hire my own team, and I don't need the label. But the label has to be needed because it's about control, because the label can control the narrative. So like I said, when it comes to Chrisean and them, you know, we sit here and look at all these things. It's like, the question is she doing it? Are they doing it by themselves? Who's the person in control here? Is it the stepdad or the godfather? You know, who is in control here? What's going on? Because like I said, what are the odds that all these things are happening and everybody has the same social media and nobody stepped in? Last thing before I let her continue. Shout out to Juicy. Juicy said never 360, never. So look, with the 360 deal, this is what I'm saying, where it's a lot of information that was misinformation that they putting out when it comes to the rap game and to the music game. And shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to the independent artists. If y'all want this game, this free game, normally I would charge for this. So look, they used to tell you when you made music that your main money was supposed to come from touring and like selling merchandise. Do y'all know that's cap, bro? Did y'all know that was cap? I'm gonna tell y'all right now, that's cap. So your main money in music is supposed to come from your master recordings. So now, because social media has evolved, we can see it now. So y'all peep how everybody buying back their masters, so they was lying to everybody. So look, Taylor Swift bought back her masters, or I think she recreated new master recordings so that way she could own her music. Who else? I think Tory Lanez bought his masters back, and that's another reason why they try to do that ninja in, because your master recording, if you own the master recording, the way the publishing work, and I'm not gonna say too much about it, because like I said, I had to do the work and it took me years to learn this information. Y'all gotta go learn it too. Like, the publishing is set up a certain way to where if you do everything right and you know, set up the royalties right and everything, you can make $1 million off a song. If you have a hit song, like I said, everybody hear that song a couple million times, you'll make $1 million off the song, because between people just listening to it on streams, people listening to it at live events, people listening to it at the club, all that shit. And if you made the beat, you own the beat, you own the song by yourself, it's a hit song, you could make $1 million. But they was telling ninjas that you have no money in your master recordings and that the main money was coming from touring and selling merch and shit. When that's the lowest amount of money. This how bad it is. I mean, it's not bad if you got a large fan base, but I'm saying, so look, let's say you set up a stadium and shit. So you set up a stadium, you know, I have a concert or whatever. You got to make sure you have enough to pay for the stadium, pay for the people there, pay for the food. And like I said, everybody making money. You're doing business, you're making money, pay for the food, pay for the tickets, whatever, people pay for all that. But after that, you got to buy the merch, you got to have the merch there. So you're investing at the same time you're losing money, and you might make some profit, but what about the expenses of electricity, whatever extra shit the show has? You got to pay for all that. The dancers, you got to pay for all that. And they was taking the master recordings and making artists pay out of whatever they would make from the tour and all that shit. They was making the artists pay out of that money, which was their money. So that's how they was fucking the artists. So like I said, the 360 deal is not bad, because they make you think that a 360 is a 180. So they'll make you think that if you do a 360, you're gonna be turned around 180 degrees. Which I gotta realize is a 360 deal, a 360 circle, A 360 spin is you're back in the same position. So you're back where you left off. So when they say a 360 deal, you get the whole 9 yards, or you get the whole 360 degrees of being an artist. You get the shows, music, they push your music, all that, but they're gonna make more money than you. But at the same time, it works in the sense that it will propel your career forward. So you can go sign another deal. You'll have some clout. You can go do a single deal. You don't have to, like I said, consistently be in that 360. The problem is, when you get into the technicalities of it, they'll turn around and tell you like, hey, you gotta, like I said, for example, in that deal, I was supposed to give them 30% of royalties for life. So like, let's say my OG fans that's gonna keep listening to the same song, they was gonna eat 30% of that for life. So every $100, they was gonna get $30 for life. For life is a long time. That was when I was like 19 or 20 at the time they offered me that deal. So imagine how much money they would have made off of it. And I wasn't the only one that they offered my deal. And I'm not finna say the ninja name. It's another ninja that they offered my deal. And I know who the ninja is. And y'all probably know him too. He on social media. And he's broke right now. Like bad broke, like scary broke. Like I seen it, I was like, damn.
You need to leave.
Could have been me. He's a New York rapper, or he's in New York because that's where the company was at. But yeah, bro, like I said, it's a lot of things when it comes to the industry they're not telling people. But the reason why is because if you know too much, you're not gonna want to go sign with nobody. You feel me? Why would you? Because you lose money. You're gonna make more money, but you lose money. And like I said, when it comes to artists, as an artist, we have a hard time. Like we're sensitive about our art. So when it comes to the business acumen and like the business side of things, we get in our feelings. So it's like, let's say somebody give you 100 bands, right? And they say, I'm gonna pay you out 3% for your songs. You'll sit there like, damn, so I did all this work to make 3%. You feel me? Or let me do a big number. Let's say 10 million. 3% of $10 million, right? 3% of $10 million, I think is 10 million is $300,000. But we'll look at it like, damn, so you're gonna own 97% of my art that I took my time to make, where it's like you could have made, whatever 3%, they might make the millions of dollars, but you could have took that $300,000 and invested it and kept making money. That's what they don't tell you. Shout out to Juicy. And shout out to Maria. Yeah, like I said, I learned all of this through trial and error though. Like I said, hella trial and error. Like I've been to the bottom. Y'all seeing me come out my shell now. I was in a dark place. Like I was living in the underworld, understanding all this. Like I said, it's deep shit. You feel me? So like, even when it comes to like gangs and shit, like let's say you part of a gang, you already finna do numbers, because when you're part of a gang, everybody in the gang, they gonna push the song because they gonna listen to the song, get them numbers up. They gonna listen to the song. It's little shit like that people don't know. It's not just stream farms. It's not just bots. It's just shit like that. Yeah, so like I said, it's a lot of things, bro. It's a lot of things. But like I said, I'm a student of the game. So I just study and peep game. And I'm like, okay. I see what's happening. So like even me, I'm telling y'all, I'm going to blow this up. But when I was younger, I couldn't come to terms with it. Like I said, guys, at some point in time, you got to turn into an adult. So now I'm somewhat more of an adult. I wouldn't consider myself a full grown man yet, but I'm an adult now. So I had to come with terms with, I'll probably never be as big as Drake. You feel me? And I'm not saying that.
You need to leave.
I'm saying that to say that to my younger self. I had to come to terms with that, because to be as big as Drake, like I said, people have different hands that they dealt. So you feel me? Like Drake, a lot of y'all know Drake is black, and his other side. So when it comes to the rap game, if y'all don't know his other side, y'all gotta go look it up. But Drake is mixed, right? When it comes to the rap game is owned by that group of community or that group of people. So no matter what, they people is going to be number one in the rap game because they own the game. And you know who these people are. Don't put it in the chat, but it rhymes. No, it begins with the letter J. So naturally, those people are going to be ahead of everybody else. Secondly, when it comes to how the rap game is designed, right? Because those people are in control, you feel me? If you look like me, more than likely to blow up, you got to talk about gangbang and stuff. Whereas if I was a mixed ninja, I could sing on a beat and people will be more inclined to gravitate towards me because I'm singing on a beat. Whereas if I'm singing as myself, it's going to be like R&B. But if I was a light-skinned ninja and I was singing on a beat, they was going to be like, yeah, you like Drake. You like the next Drake or whatever. So like I'm saying, it's just a whole thing. You know, it's a whole thing. Shout out to Juicy. I appreciate you, Juicy. Like I said, bro. It's a whole thing, but even then the game's changing now. So you could build up your own support system, you know, with your own fans. It's just commercial wise. I'm saying for the commercial artists, if you're a commercial artist, you got to start young. It's certain things. It's just certain things, and you got to have a sponsor. You got to have people pushing you, because if you don't got people pushing you, you're going to go broke. That's speaking from somebody who started young. I went broke multiple times, not recognizing I don't have enough of a bag. I need a bag. And then when I really understood everything, I said, damn, I got to learn how to practically do everything myself. And even then, I still need a bag, because everything you got to do, make the beats sound good, record the vocals, make the vocals sound good. After that, you have to go take the bag, and then you got to go make the video. After that, you got to take press release. After that, you got to go promote the song. After you promote the song, you got to go put a bag in the advertisement. I'm telling y'all, it take a bag to make an artist. It take a bag. Unless you got a support system that's riding with you, it's not finna happen. But let me let Chrisean continue, because today's not about music. It's not a music class. I'm saying too much. I said way too much information. This is a conversation I'm supposed to have in a consultation. You dig? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's very overwhelming, though. And I appreciate everybody that followed me. Let's continue.
Manipulating the internet was going to benefit his pockets. That's
another thing, too. So she's saying that Ronnie was manipulating the internet to benefit his pockets, when low-key, that's what they doing right now. They're manipulating the internet. And that's fire. I respect that shit. Let me run it back a little bit.
What they think they're doing. Do that make sense? Like, they think they're getting away with just being straight evil manipulators and liars on the internet. I'm just saying, y'all keep saying this and this and that. Like, that would have been the perfect father to be, for real, because y'all keep trying to play it like I want, like, me and Karan, we only started beefing when he saw how manipulating the internet was going to benefit his pockets. That's when me and Karan start really, like, beefing for real. Like, all right, bro, you got it, bro. Because, you know, he getting paid to sit down and do interviews. He saw how Blueface manipulated the internet and humiliated me, and how it blew. Bro, Blue was a flop. Okay, because, like, when I met him, then what? Okay, then, like, come on, bro. Like, y'all keep playing with me. Then y'all keep acting like, oh, well, nobody fucked with you. No, nigga, I took off for 2 years. Stop getting that shit fucked up, for real, bro. All I gotta do is be present again. Be present, there, and be myself. Yes, he messed your life up. I mean, I had something to do with that by allowing it. You know what I'm saying? Going into stuff, being naive, being carefree, being too excited for things, being just attached to stuff, and not really, like, letting it go when I was supposed to let it go. That's my fault, bro. Like,
at least you know some form of accountability. But yeah, like I said, man, y'all gotta play the game where it lies. I'm trying to show y'all that video though. Hold on. Let me see. Where's that video? Shout out to Maria. She said they didn't have any beef. She was at Thanksgiving dinner with Ronnie and his family 2024. Facts. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Let me see. Right here. We got Whack 100. Here we go.
Ronnie Doe has been shot dead, I think in front of his home, right? Yeah. In Maryland. And this is the same guy that kept harassing her to try to get a DNA test because he felt that her son was actually his. And
Strong possibility.
All I know is, bro, if somebody was saying, like I said, bro, you can squash that shit real quick when somebody telling you that their kid is theirs when it's not their kid. It's very easy to squash that, bro. So I don't know what to believe.
Got blue faces.
It could go either way. No, he never got an argument out of us about that.
Right. Now, what's interesting is that right after he died, Chrisean suddenly posts this DNA test on her Instagram.
Fake.
People are saying it's fake. And people are also saying, why didn't you show this when he was alive? The timing of it is crazy.
I don't get it.
So you think it's fake?
They know it's fake. They called in and the number's real, but the number doesn't match the names. That's the thing they did on Zeus, the bullshit they did on Zeus. The baby was born in September. That test was done in May of 2020.
Well, no, hold on, but DNA. Oh, wait, baby, before she was born.
Yeah,
the baby was born. I mean,
that was supposed to be a test they did on the baby while still in the womb. She has
no. They rarely do those types of tests.
Oh, yeah, look at the paperwork. It says May 2023.
Yeah,
the baby's born September 2023.
Yeah, no. Actually, doing a DNA test on a baby in the womb was actually dangerous. You could have essentially.
What I'm saying is that test that she put up was the one they were supposed to did in the womb, right? But it's when you call and check it, the numbers is not crossing with the names. Since the baby's been here, this is why Ronnie was upset. She won't give anybody a DNA test, which she has never denied sexual activity with Ronnie.
Well,
yep.
Do Blueface's parents ever get the child, like babysitting or anything?
No.
Okay, because I was,
and that's a big question. It's like that's another question too. It's like, why would they not get the child? Like, the only reason why they wouldn't be able to hold a child is if you're scared they finna put that cotton swab, in the baby's mouth. You already know. You already know.
You need to leave.
They put that cotton swab in the baby's mouth, and then boom, it's a done deal. Here we go.
I was gonna say, can't Blueface's parents do a DNA test with the child to see
She ain't.
But you could do that, right?
Yeah.
Like crazy.
Blueface's mom.
But here's the thing, bro.
Do a DNA test with the baby to see if she's related to the baby.
Here's the thing. Like, let's screw all the fun, the games. If you're a female, you're telling me this is the father, right? It shouldn't be a problem doing a DNA test.
Right.
Pretty much.
What's the big deal?
The only time a female is going to be hesitant with that is if it's some possibilities that it may be something else going on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's why it's like, what? Like, no, like, I mean, if it's not my baby, you would not give a shit. Trust me. Here we go.
Right? So, I know dude had a court date on the 10th, and I believe this was a court date against him, whatever happened in the mall. Maybe a violation of his probation or whatever he's on.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that he was making threats about exposing some things. He actually went to jail for the murder behind Rock.
I heard that.
And look, and I'm gonna show y'all that video, the conspiracy video, where he talked about it, where he said he kind of, she was supposed to take the charge for him, which is insane. But I'm gonna play that video.
You need to leave.
We're gonna find that video. Here we go.
But he always kind of insinuated that he wasn't the one did the murder. Right?
Yeah, so for those of y'all who don't know, he said, like I said, won't speak ill of the dead because they can't defend themselves. So we're not going to say nothing bad about him. But I'm saying, so he discussed in an interview where he said, I guess he caught a body. He said he caught a body, and when he caught a body, he said that she took the charge for him. And that's when the conspiracy came out with the whole thing. I think Boo said it, the thing about the judge thing, her mom being a judge. Let me look up. Hold on, let me scroll up. Being protected by her godfather, Sean Malone, that is a judge. And his wife, Lisa Malone, that's her lawyer. Yeah. So that was the whole thing. Shout out to Boo. Boo said Blue knows the baby's not his. And when she was on live in his house, Blue said that they were in a contract and she muted it. Ninja. Crazy shit. Let me see.
Whatever he was getting to. So, I don't know, man. They say it was a targeted hit.
Hey, shout out to all the gangbangers and the rock tards. Hey, rock tards, bro, leave me alone, bro. Please don't target me, bro. Let's continue.
Time will tell.
Time will tell.
I hope there isn't any foul play.
Yeah.
On Rock's side. There's obviously some foul play because we got a man dead.
Right.
But I will say this. I've always, he asked to interview with me a couple times. I stayed out of it because I'm pro Blueface.
Yeah.
And me interviewing him and him saying things.
Yeah, we'll put Blueface in an uncomfortable position.
And it's a possibility that the child could actually be Blueface, and me giving him a platform around me, right, just didn't feel right to me.
Okay. During your conversations with Blueface, does Blueface think that that's his baby?
It's a possibility. But he also respects that it's a possibility it could be
Okay, so he's basically, he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a possibility. You know what I mean? He like, yo, bro, I do know she was doing some things, right? And he says, he'll tell you like, yo, the baby favors dude, and me and dude kind of resemble in our own little ways, right? So, you know, he wouldn't bet his life on it.
Yeah.
So at this point in time, he's been requesting the test. The other dude was requesting the test. The crazy part about it is, what if it is his baby?
Ronnie's baby? Well, he didn't get a chance to spend any time with the baby. It'd be sad. It'd be a sad situation. But clearly she's trying to hide something.
That's a fact.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
If I told my baby mama any of that, she'd have crossed her arms, tapping her feet, looking at me.
Like you crazy.
Stupid.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Like you's a dunce.
It wouldn't even be a hesitation. So it's
Yeah. She would have been looking at you like,
But what the hell, boy?
should have been looking like, man, my ninja, cry me a river, my ninja. What the hell you talking about? So yeah, I mean, shit. Like I said, R.I.P. to Ronnie. It's just nonsensical. Cause I'm not finna say she did that, but I'm saying to off a ninja as a targeted hit is nonsensical just because the ninja the father of your baby. I'm not saying she did it. I'm not saying she organized it, orchestrated it. I'm saying if that was the case, that's some Looney Tune shit. I'm trying to tell you people.
Kind of like,
right. And the fact that she posted it after the person that could officially dispel it is now gone.
Yeah, that's wild.
They tell me he was at the hospital when the baby was born.
Oh, Ronnie was there? Oh.
You see what I'm saying, bro?
You need to leave.
So this ninja was at the hospital when the baby was born. And she's sitting there.
What the hell? Oh my God. No.
That's
way.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, protect yourself out here, people.
If you were to bet right now, if I were to say, okay, $1 million, Blueface's baby, Ronnie's baby.
Just a loose million at
loose million.
Hey, $1 million, people, put in the chat who you think who baby it is. Here we go.
You got to bet. But of course, you're going to lose if you lose. So, you know, it's $1 million riding on it.
Looking at the situation, I would say the baby's Ronnie's.
I would agree.
What the hell? Oh my God. No way. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Boo. Boo said, I think she be doing them spells. Shout out to Maria. She said Ronnie took her to the hospital. She told him Blueface has more money. Yeah. Damn, y'all ninjas.
What
Damn.
the hell? Oh my God. No way.
Yeah. What I was gonna say, shout out to Boo. Boo said, I think she be doing them spells. It's possible. Hey man, for those of y'all who don't know, you know, I'm a ninja at heart, but I have I have African in my blood. That's why I'm this dark. And my dad has Haitian origins as well. And yeah, I ain't finna put my business out there, but I know a couple people who practice voodoo. I know a couple people who practice Santeria. All that, bro. I don't know what to feel about it. I have heard of the term wrapping somebody's finger. What do they say? Wrapping somebody's finger? What is it? Wrapped around their finger? Some shit like that, right? Something like that. I've heard of these things, you know, like put blood, put like well, it's about to get disgusting. Like put period blood in spaghetti.
What the
shit
hell?
Like that.
Oh my God. No way.
Yeah. What else? I done heard all kind of stuff, bro. I heard about a lot of stuff. Like I said, I'm a student of the game, and the game is life for me. So, you know, I heard about like different kind of religions and shit. Like even Beyonce, I heard she practiced Ifa or some shit like that. Shout out to the Africans, peoples. What's the other ninja name? Michael B. Jordan. He be on some shit too, where they like feed their ancestors or some shit like. It's some wild shit, bro. Like I said, Santeria, you know, they got the candles and shit. They could curse people and shit like that. I don't know if they curse though, but all I know is if you sacrifice somebody, you going to hell. Shout out to Maria. Maria said the devil walked in this earth in disguise. Oh yeah. Not to sound crazy. I don't want to sound crazy to you guys. My conspiracy theory is that we're all demons. I know that sounds insane.
What the hell?
Yep.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah. Shout out to Boo. She said, didn't she write his name in blood on the wall? I don't know. But yeah, I think we're all demons and we all fell short of the glory of God. I think hell is on earth. And when we die, or when we pass away, we're supposed to, when we become deceased, that's when we get judged for all the things we do. Because, you know, in the Bible, it says everybody falls short of the glory of God. Everybody sins has no weight. So I think God just go look. He's like, hey, let's do a time lapse through your whole life. And let's look at what you did. All right, do you deserve to go up or do you deserve to go back down? And when I say back down, you know, up is heaven, down is earth. And that's why we have, I think that's why we have old souls and young souls, right? Because some of the old souls made mistakes or they haven't completed whatever they're supposed to complete, so they got to come back again. And that's why the young souls are the new people that somehow be formed by God or whatever. But like I said, I don't have the best interpretation. That's just my own personal opinions and shit. Please don't judge me. But yeah, man. I don't know if she wrote his name in blood on the wall, but that's that's insane, bro.
But what the hell, boy?
Hell no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. We gotta find that video though. The Ronnie video. Let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna find it for you. Let me see. So this is the dude, right? So they said according to Chrisean X Ronnie, Sean Malone is Chrisean's alleged father. I think they have the same nose. So this the ninja. This the ninja right here, the gentleman right here. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, ninjas aren't just black people. You guys see this man right here? This the dude right here. I want to play the video where Ronnie discusses it because when you hear it, it makes a lot of sense. And then it pulls up how she was like famous before everything. Let me see. This is her speaking about her ex Ronnie since the first time since he passed. No, this is Chrisean Jr. enjoying his playtime. Chris. Here we go.
I've been with him for like 5 years, like in high school and a little bit of my college years. And ties with his family, like loved him down.
Shout out to Rose. Rose said Chrisean. We gotta say Chris, my bad, Chris Rock, before they turn around and snipe my stream again. Chris lies like she breathes. Yes, she called her. She just scared because Tia recorded her threat. Here we go.
Like, that's why I didn't speak. I never spoke on his death till just now. Like, because I feel like it's appropriate now.
Yeah.
But,
Yo, Maria wildin'. Maria said, why she keep talking about that girl? Her real father is Irish. I think she a leprechaun.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Yo, Maria. Oh, shit. Hey, let's continue.
Yeah, I lost somebody that I grew up with. Like, that's nothing to play with. Like, all right, he was trolling me. He kept making it seem like that's his baby when we wasn't even sexually active. So, but he see, this is how I feel, bro. Blueface opened the door of disrespect and humiliation, so everybody else think they can do that shit to me, bro. On God, bro.
Nah, my whole thing. Like I said, I'm not finna sit here and disrespect this girl on social media because that ain't my business to do. I was gonna say, Blueface didn't open the door. The problem is you opened the door because the first time it happened, you should have squashed that shit. But that's the thing. You wanted to deal with a gangbanger, so you got what you wanted, and that's how it goes. So, ladies, if y'all want to deal with gangbanging ninjas, the ninjas don't give a damn. Take it from somebody who used to want to portray a gangster, thinking it was cool because that's what society showed me. I seen people that look like me, and people that look like me. You know, they made it seem like these are ninjas with the girls, the money, the cars, the clothes, hoes, all that. And then I had to catch myself and realize that if I go down this road, like it's a never-ending cycle, a revolving door, whatever you want to call it, it's not finna end well. Yeah, I might get some nice-looking women, some ghetto women and all that, but I mean, bro, it's not worth it, bro. I'm good. I'm straight. Here we go.
Seen how, what's the name? That bitch, like, blew up off of trolling my baby and me and dropping a diss, and then I have to drop a diss back with my boo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like my ex seen that shit. He seen that transaction and how, like, all right, if I started beef, like, say if I started beef with you and we just was, say we hung out once or twice.
Yeah.
And then I use that once or twice as like a motive to say, oh yeah, so he did this and this and that, this and this and that, just to get a couple $1,000s from you because you gonna pay to interview me about you because you that nigga. You feel me? Yeah. So that shit was annoying. And then like for him to run up on me with a ski mask in the mall with gloves, like strapped up, like with my son. Nobody asked me, am I okay?
I'm here to tell you, you're okay. You look fine. You look fine. Shout out to Juicy. Juicy say you're a smart dude. I see you. Nah, Juicy, I gotta play stupid on here. But thank you. I appreciate the compliment. I gotta act like I'm a crash dummy on this hoe. You gotta act like you stupid. Act like you stupid. In a world where they don't like smart people, play stupid, guys. I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm saying that with a positive connotation. In a world where they don't like people who dare to be different, I tell you, be different, but be smart as well. So play stupid. Like I said yesterday, if y'all got big plans, right? And you at your job or whatever, and they ask you, what are your goals for the future? You at a job, you work at a company, white collar, blue collar, corporate, whatever. They ask you, what do you want for your future? Let's say you want to start a business. I'm here to tell you, you tell them ninjas, I want to settle into a company and find a financially stable job so I can grow with this company and be here for like 10 to 20 years, okay? Lie to these people, bro. Lie to these people. Because if you have ideas, if you have dreams, if you have aspirations that are bigger than the people that you work with, they're going to look at you like you're a target. And I'm speaking from personal perspectives. This happened with me with a lot of people that I knew back in the day. And that's why I keep by myself. I had people I rock with. I had people I don't. But that's why I keep to myself and I don't let people get too close to me. Like I said, shout out to the core. You know, you guys are the core. Shout out to my core fan base, the core. You guys are family. Shout out to my people that I rock with in real life. They my family. That's it. The rest of these ninjas, I'm on 10 looking at these ninjas like this. I'm waiting on somebody to bust a move so I could bust a faster one. So yeah, let's continue.
Like, that's weird. For real. And it's crazy because my brothers is locked up. The fuck? And then my brother, my other brother, he in school, and my other brother, like, they don't, like, I'm just saying, long story short, stop playing with me. Like, stop trying to insinuate shit that's not even, like.
It's better for these gossiping pages, right? Like these gossiping sites and these gossiping people. That's what they love to do. You know what I mean? It's just always trying to twist the narrative. If anything, on our platform, we like to stay away from things like that. Like, and I'm always defending people. I notice every time we have somebody up here and somebody tries to twist their words, oh, well, this is what they were really trying to say.
Yeah, and then she say all that shit and be like, I miss her. Like, yeah. Bro.
But what the hell, boy?
Anywho.
Go to hell. Like,
yeah.
Leave me alone. Like, what do you keep, like, you know, like.
Can't fight the world, people. All right, let me find that one with Ronnie, and then we're going to get up on out of here. Let me see. Where is it? Ronnie, let me see. Nope, hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
Fucking phone again and wait.
Hold on, I got to find it. Let me see. Ronnie, Chrisean. Let me see. Origin. Shout out to Maria. She said he lost his family because of the informed. Let me scroll back up and shit. Let me see. All right, so this is the video. This is the conspiracy video that came out. Here we go.
Farrell's father, like I was telling you, is he has a law firm. He's a politician now.
Now y'all listen. You know the sound not that good, so y'all listen closely. Oh, and hit the like button too. And answer that poll. But listen closely, people. Listen to this. This what kind of exposed it and kind of put it all together. So they were saying she an industry plant, and this how everything came to be. And for those of y'all who know the story, y'all know what it is. Y'all already know because y'all kind of put me on game too. Shout out to Boo, shout out to Maria, shout out to Juicy, and shout out to Rose. Let's get it.
City is real crooked, corrupt, man. So I don't even really know what I'm going up against, man, because for the longest I was wondering, like, how was this young lady getting out of so many different scenarios? But I had to realize that the guy that she made me think was her godfather, it's really her dad.
So boom, stop right there, right? So look, who said, I think it was Boo. Was it Boo or was it Maria? Hold on. I think it was Boo. So Boo, this is what I was trying to tell you, where it's like, I think that's actually her dad. Hold on, let me see. I think it was, no, it was Shabora. It wasn't Boo. Shabora. So Shabora said that she was being protected by her godfather. I don't know if this is a cry for help, by the way, before everything happened. But what I'm saying is, he said that's not her godfather. That's actually her dad. Like, that's her real dad. I'm going to run it back real quick. Here we go.
Girl's father, like I was telling you, is he
And tell us what y'all think in the comment section.
has a law firm. He's a politician now. Baltimore City is real crooked, corrupt, man. So I don't even really know what I'm going up against, man, because for the longest I was wondering, like, how was this young lady getting out of so many different scenarios? But I had to realize that the guy that she made me think was her godfather, it's really her dad. But he also is her get out of jail free card. That's why every time she gets in trouble with Maryland, her and Tifa, they get scot free, walk away, no charges, no nothing. It's good.
So her dad's that white dude that you was posting on your IG story?
Yes, that's her dad, bro.
Oh, wow. Damn. I thought he was like...
And now the question is, was it because he was posting him on his IG that they tried to do this ninja in? Because that's wild. And why the feds not on this, bro? Shout out to my federal and shout out my FBI informant and my CIA informant that got that file on me, you know, wherever they watch me from. Why y'all not on this, bro? Why y'all not on this, bro? Somebody explain that to me, bro. That don't make no sense. Here we go.
And this is like some power shit, bro. Like, 50 Cent need to freaking look into her life, man, and see if he can make a documentary of her shit. This shit's crazy, bro.
Damn.
Her dad, like...
Shout out to Maria. Maria said they have an organization in the back of the house. Next day they came and took the ninja down. Damn.
It's crazy, man.
Yo, Maria, you said ninja. I hope you said ninja because it says Niger.
What the hell?
It says Niger.
Oh my God, no way.
I'm a bit confused. I'm a bit confused with the Niger, Maria. I don't know what's going on there, but okay.
And all right, so look, this is how Chrisean and Tasiki was born. Because Tasiki is her Tifa. That's the sister that she went by on the Zeus kept saying, "Oh, you made me eat your when I was 7." So Tasiki and Chrisean are both the light skinned sisters. They basically the only Malones of all of Charlotte's kids. Charlotte is their mother. So Sean Malone used to be a truck driver back in the day. So his wife Lisa Malone used to sell dope, but she also was like a little madam. That's basically like a female pimp.
Right.
So
shout out to Boo. Shout out to Boo. And that's why I try to tell y'all, only the players changing the game. The game remains the same. Because look, he just said that she was his madam. For those of y'all who don't know, a madam is a bottom woman. So she like his right hand man. Like she's what Ghislaine Maxwell is to Jeffrey Epstein, or sorry, I hate to say it, what Cassie is to Diddy, right? So
You need to leave.
And like I said, the reason why we seeing, quick sidebar, let me cook. The reason why we're seeing all these people get caught up is because this is the old world. So this is how the old world worked before cameras existed. Now we got cameras, so you can't get away with shit no more. Now we're just coming out of our barbarianism, you know, as a populace. We're coming out of our barbarianism, right? Think like slavery and shit just ended like 50, 60 years ago, 70 years ago. I know Ninja, shout out to my boy Iwu. My boy Iwu, his dad used to live on a plantation, everything. So like I said, so shout out to Maria. Maria said, Mr. Old, Mr., but I'm gonna tell see why you think they ran up in Diddy house the next day. Yeah, like I said, so this the old world. So they was moving like this, how they moved in the old world. So ninjas was forming their own little alliances and shit like that. Think like feudal lords and shit. They forming their own alliances. They running up the bread. After that, they can kind of control people like pieces on the chessboard, right? So because people gonna do something for the money. Everybody got a price. Cash is king around here. Once you understand that, you go get you some money. But yeah, so that was his bottom woman. So she was his right hand man. She used to do everything this ninja say. Here we go.
So Tasiki and Chrisean are both the light skinned sisters. They basically the only Malones of all of Charlotte's kids. Charlotte is their mother. So Sean Malone used to be a truck driver back in the day. So his wife, Lisa Malone, used to sell dope, but she also was like a little madam. That's basically like a female pimp.
Right.
So she used to lure in all the beautiful females in the city by giving them dope. And when they couldn't pee, they don't have it no more. She had them, you know, as rap lizards, basically, selling their shit. So Charlotte, long story short, was one of her best hoes. Charlotte she still is very beautiful. You get what I'm saying? Like, Krishan's mother is beautiful, man. Like, inside and out, she's beautiful. That was just, like, you know, her downfall, unfortunately. So, long story short, Lisa was her, you know, dealer / you know, pimp. So when he didn't have any more money to basically feed her habit, Lisa, you know, would put her out there for some plays, and, you know, that's how she would get her fix. Long story short, Lisa met Sean, and
Also, I gotta say this too, just in case. Everything you hear is for entertainment purposes only. We don't necessarily know the truth or validity of this. This is just a conspiracy on the internet. Past that, none of this is real. Viewer discretion is advised. And the reason why I say that is to protect myself, because I don't want to be sent a cease and desist or be sued for slander. I ain't slandering nobody. We just discussing celebrity gossip, and it's all for entertainment purposes and commentary only. Let's continue.
Sean took a liking into Charlotte. He liked Charlotte a lot. He ended up basically having Chrisean and Tifa with Charlotte. And he could never, like, do nothing with Charlotte because, like, she was all but she was beautiful, but also because Lisa wouldn't let him. Lisa is Sean's wife.
Okay.
So, long story short, this is when I found out, like, this is her dad, bro. It was one day, I had just came home from the body, and Sean was trying to take a charge from me. My bad.
Oh, you good, homie? You good.
Shout out to Maria. Maria said allegedly for entertainment purposes. Yes. And what was I gonna tell you? Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about, where I told y'all earlier that he said that he caught a body and she was trying to take the charge, and the charges got dropped or whatever. Here we go.
I had just came home from the body, and Sean was trying to take a charge from me. My bad.
Oh, you good, homie? You good.
I'm sorry, what was I saying before I had my little...
You said something like you just came home from a body? And then Chrisean was going to try to take charge for you.
Okay, yeah. So I just came home. Chrisean was ready to take a charge for me, right? So when she took the charge and she got down to jail, this was my red flag that I never paid attention to. She was so geeked to take the charge for me, but she never took the charge for me before. Her father, right before her taking that charge for me, her father had basically, like, came back into their life and made connection with them. Lisa was always, like, trying to force him to stay away from his daughters, but he was always on some shit like having that guilty conscience, you get what I'm saying? So, long story short, he got pulled in the city. He's a politician. He's a lawyer. So he went and had Fox come out and do a segment on Chrisean and Tifa. If you do,
all right. So look, if you watching, watch closely, and if you're listening, listen closely. Hold on, I gotta make this shit bigger so y'all can see it. So this is where they say she was an industry plant, because she was already shown to us before we seen her with Blueface, and that's why when she says certain things, y'all gotta peep game. So when she said that clip that I showed y'all earlier in the stream of Blueface, where she was like, "Oh, you know, you think you made me? I didn't need you to make me. I was gonna pop off by myself." She's right. That's what I'm saying. She not just saying that to hate on Blue. She was already finna pop off because she was shown to the masses already without Blueface, before Blueface came into the picture. When they came in, that kind of solidified the deal because he was a thug rapper, and then she trying to find a lane she was gonna go. But this back in the day, watch this.
You'll see Chrisean was on Fox Baltimore when she was like 17. This is because of her dad. Chrisean also was on Ultimate Tag. This is also because of her dad and the string that he pulled to get her on there. There's
and Ultimate Tag, that's kind of like that Ninja Show thing she was on, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, it is.
Chrisean Shawnee Malone and Mercedes French. Here's Shawnee.
So look, she was already on TV before, and I don't remember this, but some people do. But here we go. I never watched Ninja Tag, whatever that is, right?
But what the hell, boy?
But if you watch this, shout out to you. Watch this.
The youngest in the competition, I've been through more than most. It was a struggle growing up, and I was even homeless. Athletics saved me. It was like an outlet for me to put all my stress, all my pain on the track. I want to win Ultimate Tag and put myself through college, and I'm going to win tonight.
So look, And then that was Ronnie right there cheering her on when they was together. Look at this. I mean, you see the pause, but
You need to leave.
shout out to Maria. Maria said try to bring Blueface and Birdman industry down, but she fell in love with Blueface. Yeah, so she fell in love with the ninja Blueface. And I mean, the reason why she probably fell in love, y'all know what it is. Ladies like big ninjas, thug ninjas, tall ninja. Blueface like 6'4", 6'5". The ninja used to play football, quarterback. Whereas Ronnie, I think Ronnie's like, no disrespect to him, I don't know if he's a regular size ninja, but he don't seem like a, you know, he don't seem like a you know, like a big dude. He ain't, you know, he's like a regular ninja, I guess, in that aspect. Here we go. Or he was.
So there's a lot of, this was when I knew something wasn't right. She told Blueface that her supposedly dad tried to touch her. She told me that her dad was her godfather. So she was.
So look, that's what I'm saying, where we're seeing people manipulate the internet in real time. And that's why y'all got to take it with a grain of salt, because they'll put out some shit and then put out some other shit. Here we go.
Trying to lie to evade the truth about who this guy was to her. To where though one day when I confronted her about it, like I said, when she took the charge, so the state that I'm in, you go straight to the county jail. Once you get to the county jail, you see a commissioner. The commissioner determines if they want to let you out. Chrisean did not go to a county jail. She went to the precinct, called her dad,